Alrighty, thank you again for joining me this week. Today we're continuing on with an enigmatic assault. I don't know, maybe. Who knows with these games anymore? Yeah, like we're in this really weird area of the game where like a dark force has fused with the records of the universe and now we're in its dream. Ooh.
I see. It's apparent that investigating
Yeah.
is going to take quite
This game has really jumped the shark.
First Luther, now Halt. It feels like anything goes on Omega. First,
Well, I think they pretty much hated it because like Xbox, I think it was Xbox players had to pay twice for it or some shit like that. Well, you had to pay for like the Xbox Live to play the game, and then you had to pay a separate fee to actually access the game.
the history of man is a
Yes.
history of war. Even the history of Arcs has been a long battle against the false spawn.
Well, now officially, I don't need Xbox Live to play this anymore.
Same for all worlds? This stuff happens all over. Maybe that's why it's
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they're still gonna encourage like those monthly, you know, gifts for having the. Yeah.
Shao, what's happening on this side?
The black hole is continuing to expand, and it's begun to engulf neighboring galaxies. Its expansion velocity is highly abnormal. It's hard to be optimistic about this situation.
I really hate like the story, the way they're telling the story like this. It's like really stupid. Just go back to the old cutscenes.
False spawn readings in the city area. They just showed up out of nowhere.
Scramble all ARCS personnel.
Well,
We had to help them.
Which was for the PlayStation.
yeah. That bell you hear in the background is our cat running around. I got a bell collar for her. Yeah, well, I can hear it easily, so.
Here I go.
Well, those are the false spawn. They're creations caused by the Dark Falls. I'm not sure how you'll be able to figure that out, but if you can figure it out, I mean, but could you imagine though, like, having a cat that could actually play Yu-Gi-Oh? That would be amazing. Yu-Gi-Oh! She's like, are you guys talking about me out here? Shit. And yeah, they have like these little rings that make you run fast like Sonic. No, I'm just saying they added like the feature so you run fast like Sonic. They actually have like a Sega, or not a Sega outfit, but a Sonic outfit in this game. They do. It's not as good looking though.
Emergency code Q.
But like I said, it's kind of disappointing. Well, it's not as disappointing as Sonic's love interest, but yes. Well, no, human love interest.
Oh, that's not canon.
Yeah.
You're finished!
Pew. Yeah.
Is that the last of them? Is it just me? Or were the enemies today stronger than usual?
A little bit.
I'm fairly certain something tells me that you're probably on the money.
Huh? Risa?
Yup, that's me! It's not every day the happy guardian couple scrambles together. This must have been a real spicy one.
We just happened to be on the bridge at the time. What did you mean when you said I was on the money?
Means you are right, dingus.
The baddies! In a word, they got tougher. In 2 words, they got rougher tougher.
Boo.
I know, 'cause I'm always blasting and shooting and trashing and blowing those false spawn away. The ones that just appeared are special. They're clearly tougher and badder and way crazier than the false spawn we've been dealing with. Oh, and the intruder alert was like super late in letting us know, don't you think? It's almost like nobody even expected them to pop up.
Risa? Do you know something about this?
I have no idea what happened. The baddies showed up abnormally, and they were abnormally strong. That's all I know. Okay. I'm gonna go play with some more of these rare, stronger false spawn variants. See ya!
Looks like the situation's under control. Would you mind coming back to the bridge?
Yeah, sure. Not like we're doing much else. What you doing, baby girl? Is it Omega's influence? Dun dun dun.
Welcome back, you two. You did a good job of minimizing damage.
But Xiao, those false spawn that showed up,
I've compiled data on them. From the readouts alone, it's apparent that the false spawn have been enhanced.
What?
question is how?
Is it Omega's influence? Dun dun dun.
Say for sure, but that's the best conjecture we've got as it stands.
My calculations are drawing a clear correlation between the black hole's expansion and the fall spawn's enhancement.
What if the profound darkness is devouring whatever the black hole absorbs? Is that too straightforward?
If the profound darkness is connected to the black hole itself, it's not out of the question. The profound darkness corrupts all things. Its behavior wouldn't change no matter what it was dealing with.
So it's basically feeding off the things the black hole absorbs to buff itself up. And those effects are spilling over to its minions, the false spawn? Oh gosh, this is sounding worse by the second.
The black hole is absorbing a massive amount of energy. Sooner or later, it will be beyond our power to fight.
Shit.
So we gotta do something about Omega before that happens, right?
Course. Of course. Of course. I'll take the ticket. Thank you. Substory. The reason for the new class name. Well, I would certainly like an explanation why you gave it such a stupid name.
Hello there. Sorry for making a scene the other day. So, anyway, Hero, it's Hero. It's already been approved, so there's no change in the name now. I was the one to name it, and I figured it was that or nothing. As a guardian, you and everybody in ARCS are heroes, and I hope you'll never forget it. I'm from Ship 128 Themis. It came under fall spawn attack a few years ago. I was just a kid at the time, not a member of ARCS. I stayed in the residential block, cowering in fear of the fall spawn. I thought to myself, wow, this is how I go out, huh? But that's when the ARCS showed up and slew the whole hordes of fall spawn, just like that. I couldn't even thank them. All I could do was watch them go in stunned silence. They were heroes for sure. I wanted to be like that. I wanted to save people, to be there for others. And I gave the class that name so I could preserve that mindset. The people in ARCS don't give themselves nearly enough credit as heroes. So I was kind of hoping the class name might help make them feel more like they are, you know. It's kind of humbling to say out loud. Anyway, the point is, I have a whole lot of work ahead of me if I want to live up to my class name. And my hype meter is back to full. Thanks for hearing me out.
Didn't really have much of a choice, but okay. Take that. Excursion permission granted. Ow. Ow. What do you want, baby girl?
Hey, guys! Sierra, hello. So, anyway...
Whoa! Hold on! This is big! It's so big, I tell you!
Context, please.
Think about it. Don't you notice a little something different?
Did you go taller?
I mean, I'm always sitting down, so I can see why you'd think that. I'm sorry, Sierra. I'm lost.
It's the fact that I'm standing here!
That's a big deal. How?
Huh? I'm sorry, Sierra. Still lost. I'm not as bright as you give me credit for.
You're walking around.
I do that all the time! No! It's the fact that I'm outside the bridge!
Oh yeah, think I've ever seen you away from the bridge before.
Yeah, see? There you go. Xiao's here too, so I got permission to go out. Xiao and I run calculations in parallel, so as long as it's not for too long, I'm finally cleared to go out on non-work related business.
Have you never left the bridge before?
The only places I go are the bridge and the maintenance room. Everything else, I can handle over comms. Is this the scenery you get to look at every day? It's mind-blowing seeing it in person instead of on screen. I gotta make the most of my time and take in all of the sights. See you around, guys!
Sierra seemed rather giddy. Is she going to be okay on her own?
As long as she doesn't walk off onto a random planet, I think she'll be okay. Katori, Saga, and Stratos.
Oh, Honorable One! Such woeful things have I heard! Are we doomed to suffer the same cruelty once more? Ah, just when this awful canvassing for summoners had calmed at last, now my ears are full of chatter of this hero class! Is my very existence forgotten? Oh, woe is me! Woe! Woe!
Nobody cares, Katori.
Please pay her no mind. I hear you're helping Huey with research into new classes. Having another class to choose from will be a gift to all of Arx. Do let me know if you need any assistance.
Oh, Saga! How could you discard me so utterly with such few words? I beseech you both to stop busying yourselves with popularizing the hero and listen to me! Oh, hello Huh, it's you!
Speak of the hero, and she makes her appearance.
Oh, could you two be Saga and Katori?
And what if we are?
I've heard about you. You two administer the bouncer test, right? I'm really honored to meet the two responsible for bringing the bouncer class such renown.
What? Yes, well, I suppose.
Amazing! Oh, you two are the coolest. It must have been so hard getting the word out about a new class.
Yes, quite. But knowing our work would benefit our fellow operatives, it was hardly any trouble at all. Stratos, was it? Do I hear correctly that you're in the midst of promoting a new class yourself?
Yes. I'm flattered to know you've heard about it. But I'm far from being as experienced as you two are, so I doubt I'm doing half as well. Even with the Guardian's gracious help, I admit, it's really difficult.
Just put posters all over the damn ship. It's not that hard.
No need to rush. It took us a long time to get the word out about the bouncer. Likewise, we only got to this point with frequent help from our friend here. Isn't that right, Katori?
Indeed, quite right, Saga. Never fear, Stratos. The Guardian's help is as good as gold.
Ah,
She'll be the talk of Arx in no time.
Thanks so much, you two! I hope you don't mind if I stop by to pick your brains again soon.
By all means, we'll help you with anything that's within our power to do.
You're much too kind. I'll come again as soon as I've filed my report.
Oh, that's Stratos. Such a fine young lady. And now then, you two, let's make the hero name echo off every wall of the ship.
no. Getting the word out.
well aware this is a huge favor to ask, but please, please, I would appreciate your help.
Hey, that's enough. I really don't need all this bowing. Seriously, just get up already, please. Come on, everyone's looking at me funny. Oh, boss! I could really use a hand over here.
Boss? Who? Oh, hello again! So when EO talks about a boss, she means you! It all makes sense now!
You got here just in time, boss. This weirdo came up, said she had a favor to ask, and almost cracked her skull on the floor bowing.
What'd you ask for?
I need your help with something only she can do. Katori told me that if I want the hero class to really catch on, I need EO's help promoting it.
Well, Katori got her wires crossed somewhere. That doesn't have a damn thing to do with me.
Don't be so modest. I've heard all about the publicity work you two did together.
How did you hear about that?
And that's not all. I did a little more digging and found out that you helped Azanami get the word out about the Braver class too.
Crap!
And those two brilliant intel providers
Yeah.
talking about how grateful they were to you for breaking them out of their ruts.
Stop it. Just stop!
Please, EO, please. You don't need to be so modest. I really need your help if I'm going to spread the word about the hero class.
Fine, okay. Okay, I give up. I'll do whatever I can to help you if you just give me a break already.
Will you really? I can't thank you enough, EO! Well, there's no time to waste. Katori tells me you get the best results by making some noise in a place people just can't ignore.
What?
Huh? Would you look at that? We've got a crowd gathering right here already. Let's get on it right now, EO!
What? Hey, boss! Stop trying to blend in with the crowd and do something about her already!
Look! I've got a special PR outfit all ready for you. What do you say, EO?
You had this trap planned from the start!
Target the Imperial Capital.
I've got a general grasp of the geography and political situation in this country. Going by the prolonged state of war here, the Emperor of Wayland is probably...
Yeah, are you talking about the ferry?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the form they took to get her an Omega.
Which in turn means that if we stop the Emperor, we can set things right.
Oh god.
Hey, Guardian, or whatever. Where do you think you're going without even saying goodbye? If you're gonna off that thrice-damned Emperor, count me in.
Oof.
Allow me to join you as well. It was I that invited you here. I can be your guide. And shield, if need be.
I don't think they're gonna take no for an answer. What's the plan?
Well, yeah, we go to his castle and destroy this motherfucker. Shit. Suit yourselves.
Do just that. I hereby offer myself to act as your guide and shield.
Close encounters with fiend troopers. That sounds depressing. Are there no, like,
Gedemholt and Melfin
unique ideas anymore?
in this land, journeying alongside the Guardian. While they had assembled a robust party, it was not a particularly sociable group.
No, we're in a big,
Hey, get him home.
deep
We are
mountaintop.
resting right now. Would you like to talk about anything?
Piss off. I've got nothing to talk about.
Now come on, get him, Holt. Sorry. Acting standoffish and crude comes as naturally to him as breathing air.
Oh, that wasn't how I saw it at all. I must say, you two get along pretty well. What kind of relationship do you have?
Well,
Sina and I are both Fiend Trooper test subjects.
You're... what now?
just as Coento used ephemera to devise the Castrum Demonica summons, Wayland has its own brand of sorcery. It's called demonization. It's a form of sorcery that enhances the body by infusing it with mana. I'm sure it won't surprise you to know that only a tiny fraction of the population, those most gifted at sorcery, were capable of doing it. But the situation has changed with the discovery of ephemera. With a little help from ephemera, suddenly anything was fair game, as long as anyone had any aptitude for sorcery whatsoever. Naturally, those without a knack for sorcery still vastly outnumber those with a gift for it. That's when the Fiend Trooper project was launched by Imperial decree.
It was His Imperial Majesty's generous way of turning useless, untalented trash into powerful warriors.
So basically you're saying were worthless. Good to know, Gimholt.
And that Dreamweed ephemera, or whatever it's called, gave him just what he wished for.
So basically, this meant forcibly demonizing people with no aptitude for magic? Assumedly by tampering with their bodies?
Well, I'll be damned. The little squirt knows how to play connect the dots. You got experience with this stuff or something?
Well, I also know that bodies can't withstand that sort of tampering.
Oh, you got that right, Squirt. You're connecting the dots because you've seen the whole picture before, huh? But I bet you ain't seen anyone get so pumped full of mana that they burst. People burst in all kinds of fun ways, let me tell you.
Get him, Holt and I. We're test subjects in Phase 1 of the Fiend Trooper project. We escaped the facility. Out of the 4,096 initial test subjects, we are the only survivors. As far as we know, the rest are all dead.
Wait a minute! If your strength is derived from demonization, wouldn't using it put your lives in danger?
Ha! I've been futzed with enough as it is. Not like my life's good for anything anyway. All I care about is the Emperor. I'm gonna end him. Personally. Sina and I will get him back for all the people who got screwed up because of him. He'll pay with his worthless life. Hey, Guardian. You'd better not give me some goody two-shoes speech about life being precious, or whatever. We're both in this to snuff out the Emperor, right? I'm willing to use you and all, but if you stand between me and him, I'll waste you first.
Jeez.
Crude though his words may be, he and I are on the same page in this matter. My life is dedicated to avenging the people murdered for his bloody whims. That thought is what keeps me going. So I'm here to fight. Just like Get 'em Holt. To kill the Emperor.
Are you scared?
Sorry. I was a little distracted there. Part of me is scared, sure, but there's so much to think about. That talk about Fiend Troopers is eerily reminiscent of how the Photoners created arcs. They captured physically sturdy primitive races and effectively grafted photon manipulation powers onto them via infusion and gene splicing. The casualties they sacrificed before reaching the point of stable mass production is a matter of record. It's utterly despicable. If that's being repeated, even in Omega, it must be stopped.
Alrighty. Thank you again for joining us.